प्यारे दोस्तों, सफल चैनल पे आप सभी का स्वागत है। आज के सेशन में अपन क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन चैप्टर कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं और अपन सॉल्यूशन निकालना सीखेंगे। विल सी व्हाट ऑल मेथड्स वी हैव टू फाइंड द सॉल्यूशन एंड विल सी फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड इन डिटेल। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। मेथड्स ऑफ फाइंडिंग रूट्स ऑफ ए क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन. So we have three algebraic methods to find the roots of a quadratic equation. The first method we have is factorization method. Second one we have is completing square method. And third one we have is using quadratic formula. So all these three methods we are going to see one by one. But today we are looking at factorization method. So let's see what is the approach. So I have taken the standard quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Now the concept here is we need to split this middle term, that is bx, in two parts. Let's say I am writing it as plus minus mx and plus minus nx, such that the sum or difference should be middle term itself and the product should be product of first and last term, that means second degree term and constant term. Okay, so this is the concept. So let's explore with the help of an example. So you can see on the screen I have taken a question here. Find the roots of equation x square minus 2x minus 8 by factorization method. Now let's see how I am applying above approach. So first what you have to do is you have to multiply the second degree term, that means x square term and constant term. If I'll multiply x square into minus 8, so what I'll get? I'll get minus 8x square. Now minus 8x square I need to split in two parts such that the sum or difference of those two parts should be middle term, that is minus 2x. So the two factors I can take as minus 4x and plus 2x. Why I have taken it as minus 4x and plus 2x? Because जब मैं इसको जोड़ूंगा minus 4x plus 2x को, तो मुझे minus 2x मिलेगा जो middle term है. Okay? So now I am going to split the middle term. So x square minus 4x and plus 2x. This constant term minus 8 will remain intact as it is. So what I did, this minus 2x is splitted in two parts such that the sum is minus 2x only and the product is product of x square term and constant term. So now x I can take common from here, so I'll have x minus 4 plus 2 I'll take common, so again I'll have x minus 4. So x minus 4 I will take common, so I'll have x plus 2. So two linear factors we have got, x minus 4 and x plus 2. So both I can equate it to 0. So x minus 4 equated to 0 will give me x equals 4 and x plus 2 equated to 0 will give me x equals minus 2. So the roots of the equations are 4 and minus 2. So a quadratic equation has two roots and both the roots we have formed, plus 4 and minus 2. Let's take one more example. Find the roots of the equation 3x square minus 2 root x plus 2 equals 0 by factorization method. अब यहाँ पे भी अपने को factorization method का यूज़ करना. So मैंने क्या बताया आपको, पहले आप सेकेंड डिग्री टर्म एंड कॉन्स्टेंट टर्म को मल्टीप्लाई करो. सो 3x स्क्वायर को 2 से जब मैं मल्टीप्लाई करूँगा तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा, 6x स्क्वायर. नाउ दिस आई नीड टू स्प्लिट इन टू पार्ट्स such that the sum or difference would be minus 2 root 6x. Okay, so what I can do here is I can write it minus root 6x and minus root 6x, because if I'll multiply I'll get 6x square and if I'll add I'll get what, minus 2 root 6x, which is middle term. So the above equation reduces to 3x square minus root 6x minus root 6x plus 2 equals 0. तो यहाँ से मैं देख रहा हूँ कि रूट 3x मैं कॉमन ले सकता हूँ. So root 3x if I'll take common, so the first term root 3x and second term root 2 will be left, because root 3x into root 2 is root 6x. Here again I can take minus root 2 common, so I'll have root 3x and minus root 2 equals what? 0. So अब आप देख रहे हैं कि रूट 3x माइनस रूट 2 यहाँ पे भी है और यहाँ पे भी है, so that I can take common. So root 3x minus root 2, and again I'll be left with root 3x minus root 2, so equals what? 0. So both the linear factors are same. So first one if I'll equate it to 0, so root 3x minus root 2 equated to 0, so this will give me x equals root 2 by root 3. Here also I can see if I'll equate second factor, so root 3x minus root 2 equals 0, so again I'm going to get root 2 and root 3. So here I can see that both the roots are what? Equal. Both are equal to root 2 by root 3. So let's take up one more example. Find the roots of the equation 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equals 0 by factorization method. So this question has been taken from NCERT Textbook. अब मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, इस इक्वेशन को पहले मैं सिंप्लीफाई कर सकता हूँ. इस फ्रैक्शन को मैं क्या करूँगा, सबसे पहले मैं ख़त्म करूँगा. So 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equals 0. This is the equation. So what I am going to do is I am going to take 8 as LCM. So what I will get, 8 to just 16 x square minus 8x plus 1 equals 0, and here I will have 8. Now this 8 if I will cross multiply, it will go to the right hand side, and 8 into 0 will become 0. So effectively the equation becomes 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equals 0. So now I have the quadratic equation in a standard form. Okay. So again I can say 16x square into 1. So x square term and constant term को मैं multiply कर रहा हूँ, तो मुझे क्या मिल रहा है? 16x square. अब इसको मुझे दो पार्ट में स्प्लिट करना है ताकि अपने को सम और डिफरेंस माइनस 8x मिले. तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे माइनस 4x एंड माइनस 4x इसको ब्रेक करता हूँ, तो मैं देख रहा हूँ कि सम मुझे क्या मिल जाएगा? माइनस 8x, एंड ऑफ कोर्स प्रोडक्ट तो 16x स्क्वायर होगा. सो द मिडिल टर्म आई कैन स्प्लिट इट एज माइनस 4x and this plus 1 will remain as it is. Now 4x I'll take common, so 4x minus 1, minus 1 I'll take common, so again 4x minus 1. So both the linear factors here also we are getting it as same, and the linear factors are 4x minus 1. So first one I'll equate to 0, so 4x minus 1 equals 0, so this will give x equals 1 by 4. Second one equated to 0, so there also I'll get x equals what? 1 by 4. So here also I can see both the roots of this quadratic equations are equal, and they are equal to 1 by 4. Let's take up another question. Find the roots of the equation root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 by factorization method. So now अभी तक मुझे आशा है कि आपको प्रोसेस समझ में आ गया होगा कि कैसे अपन अप्रोच कर रहे हैं. सो पहले क्या करेंगे, अपन एक्स स्क्वायर टर्म को एंड कांस्टेंट टर्म को अपन मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. सो रूट 2 एक्स स्क्वायर एंड कांस्टेंट टर्म वी हैव इज 5 रूट 2, तो इसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो रूट 2 इंटू रूट 2 इज 2, सो 5 टू द 10, सो 10x स्क्वायर मिलेगा. ठीक है. नाउ वी नीड टू लुक एट फैक्टर्स ऑफ 10x स्क्वायर whose sum or difference is what? Plus 7x. So very simple, you know 5 to the what 10, so plus 5x and plus 2x it can be taken. So the above quadratic equation root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equals 0. तो मिडिल टर्म को मैं स्प्लिट कर रहा हूँ दो पार्ट में, 2x and 5x plus 5 root 2 equals what 0. So 2x plus 5x तो क्या होगा 7x ही होगा. So we have splitted the middle term. So now root 2 here x square we have. So root 2x I'll take common. So I'll have root 2x from the first place. From here I'll have simply root 2. 5 I'll take common. So root 2x square we have, right? So root 2 if I am taking common, so here simply I'll have x. Okay, so root 2x into x is what? Root 2x square. 5 if I will take common, so x plus root 2 equals what? 0. So दो फैक्टर अपने को मिल गए, x plus root 2 and root 2x plus 5. So the first factor when I will equate it to 0, so x plus root 2 equals what? 0. So this will give me a value of x as what? Minus root 2. Second factor I will equate it to 0. So this will give x as minus 5 by root 2. Okay. So the two roots are minus root 2 and minus 5 by root 2. Let's take up last question on factorization method. So here you can see x square, x is variable, and we have constant a and b in the equation. So approach will be same. We are going to multiply x square term and constant term. So 3a square x square into minus 8b square. तो क्या मिलेगा अपने को? minus 24 a square b square x square. So now this I need to split in two parts such that the sum or difference should be plus 2ab. So what I can do here is plus 6abx and minus 4abx, because 6 4s are 24, plus minus is minus, a square b square x square मिल जाएगा, and if I'll add this 2, I'll get what? Plus 2abx. So the above quadratic equation 3a square x square plus 2abx minus 8b square equals 0. So middle term को अपन split कर सकते हैं. So 3a square x square plus 6abx minus 4abx minus 8b square equals what? 0. So यहाँ से अपन क्या कॉमन ले सकते हैं? 3ax I can take common. So from first place I will have simply ax, and here I will have 3 to the 6, so 2b. Okay, so ax plus 2b. From here what I'll take common? So I'll take minus 4 if I'll take common. So what I'll be left with? Minus 4b I can take. So ax and plus 2b. Okay, so minus 4b into ax is minus 4abx, and minus 4b into plus 2b is minus 8b square. So ax plus 2b I can see common in both the term, so I'll take it common. So ax plus 2b if I'll take common, so first place I have 3ax and second place I have minus 4b. So this equals to what? 0. So first factor I'll equate it to 0, ax plus 2b equated to 0. So this will give x equals minus 2b by a, and second linear factor equated to 0. So this will give x equals 4b by 3a. 4b by what? 3a. So the two roots for above quadratic equations are minus 2b by a and 4b by 3a. So इस तरह से अपना फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड खत्म हो जाता है. आशा है आपको अच्छे से समझ में आया है. सो फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड पे बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आप कर सकते हैं. So I'll stop it here. Further we'll connect in next session where we will try to understand solution by completing square methods. Thank you for watching SAFAL. Please do like, share and subscribe the channel.